Yo, what is going on, you search and destroy savages? It's your boy Tupac, back again today, and in today's gameplay, this is the class we are rocking. Yes, that's right, we are playing naked in search and destroy, no perks, no attachment. This is a 1-point class loadout. Now, there's an old saying that goes, a good chef never blames his tools, and it applies to Call of Duty. There's a lot of people that complain about overpowered weapons, overpowered perks, but it's really the person doing the damage, it's not what he's using. Now, yes, there are some more powerful perks than other perks, more powerful weapons than other weapons, but what you're using literally isn't going to determine how well you're going to do. You can have the best perks, the best weapons in the game, that does not mean you're going to achieve well. There's a lot of other skills involved, and this class, I'm telling you guys, is really uncomfortable for me. Playing Search and Destroy without dead silence, without fast hands, without awareness, without any attachments on my gun, this felt awkward and like weird to me, but I managed to achieve this gameplay regardless. Now, sometimes it's actually good to play without crutch perks, crutch attachments, stuff you're used to. Like if you're used to running grip on every class, quick draw on every class, fast hands on every class, I suggest taking it off and trying something new, because there's plenty of skills to be learnt, and you never want to become dependent on something in Call of Duty. Because especially in Search and Destroy, it's all about countering people's stuff, and you can just get countered in some games. If you're used to only doing the one thing or only having the one strategy, you'll get punished in Search. So if you're used to only using an SMG on a certain match, try mix it up, use a sniper rifle, use a shotgun, use an assault rifle, and there's different stuff to learn, and it will improve your gameplay overall. Like there's so many players I run into that I know exactly what they're going to do every round, which is sort of similar to me. I post constant YouTube like gameplays, like a lot of you guys know what I like to do, like, and sometimes I get punished for it. Like I got favorite rush routes, but I'm always keeping in mind to mix it up and never to become too predictable, because once you become too predictable in Search and Destroy, you will get punished. Now, over the past few days, I've definitely seen an increase on the amount of people utilizing BOA and Variks sites. Like, yes, information's new, but most people are onto it now. I don't know whether it's good because of my information, some people are starting to use it, but I know T Martin and some bigger YouTubers have made videos, so I won't take full credit for it, but it's good to see people utilizing what's powerful now, because I'm in the mindset that it's going to get nerfed. Like, don't think this is going to last forever, this Variks zero recoil, because in my opinion it is overpowered. Now, why I think it's overpowered is simply because some guns are meant to have recoil. That's like a balancing aspect. Like, think about it, the high fire rate guns in Call of Duty, the high powerful guns that kill quick, always tend to have a bit of recoil, simply because it's a balancing factor. Like, think about the guns that don't have much recoil, the ICR and the Razorback, which are pretty slow shooting assault rifles and don't kill all that fast, which is why they're so accurate. If you turn like the Vesper into a laser beam, like the ICR sort of accuracy, you'll have just the most crazy overpowered gun in the game, which sort of applies to stuff like the Man of War. Like, it was meant to have a bit of vertical recoil just as a balancing factor, because it's a super powerful gun that takes 3 bullets to kill most of the time. Like, and if you put a Variks in the Man of War, you guys will all know it turns into as accurate as the ICR, which is just super overpowered in my opinion. Like, yes, it's fun to use, and definitely give it a go if you haven't already, guys, but I can definitely see this getting nerfed. Like, it's simply too powerful. Now, I don't think the BOA will get nerfed. Like, it's not as overpowered as the Variks. It doesn't make every gun into a laser beam. It definitely helps a little bit, but I can see them scaling the Variks back somewhere to where it was before. Like, I can't see this being this powerful for this long. Like, a lot of your pro players are having a sook about it, and it's understandable. Like, if you haven't used it on the XR2 as well, I'd highly suggest that. That gun is meant to have some recoil, simply because if you one burst people cross map, it is overpowered. Like, XR2 one burst is like one of the fastest time to kill guns in the game. It'll kill faster than the M8 if you one burst, and with the Variks it takes away that circular recoil, which was the reason why you weren't getting as many one bursts to begin with. It turns the XR2 into like an M8 sort of accuracy gun with a faster time to kill, and you need to get less bullets on to burst someone. So if you guys haven't given any XR2 Variks out, I definitely suggest that one as well, because with Variks on it turns it into a one burst machine, like long barrel high caliber stock, just like in my creator classes. I showed you guys that class. If you haven't used it already, give it a go, because it is super powerful at range. Like, just getting one burst kills with the XR2, like, you'll even beat like Vespers up close if you manage to get that one burst. Now, another thing some of you guys would know about is Black Ops 1 has recently been made backwards compatible on the Xbox One. You don't need to buy a new disc. It is literally just put the old disc in the Xbox One from your 360 and it'll work. Now, it's sort of a good and a bad thing in my opinion. Now, I know it's a good thing that a lot of people want to go back and play Black Ops 1, but after COD 4 has been announced to be remastered with the next Call of Duty, I was hoping they'd go back and remaster a whole bunch of Call of Duties. But if they're letting Xbox One create it for backwards compatible, so all you need is the old disc, what is the even point of remastering it? Yes, you get better graphics, but if people just can buy a $5 disc and play Black Ops 1 on the Xbox One, I don't think they're ever going to remaster it. It just doesn't make any sense. So games like Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, they're going to be able to be made backwards compatible and just not bothered to be remastered. Like, I was hoping it'd be a thing every year. Like, they bring out an old Call of Duty remastered with the new COD. Like, I was especially waiting on MW3. Like, that's one of my all-time favorite Call of Duties. I know everyone's got a different favorite Call of Duty, and like the opinions split down the middle. Some people think some CODs are absolutely terrible. Everyone's got a different opinion. Like, I know a lot of people say MW3 and Ghost were terrible, but they're two of my favorite Call of Duties of all time, which is actually pretty funny because they're two of the more hated Call of Duties. It's crazy to me that heaps of people think MW2 is the best COD of all time when the amount of BS in that game was more than any other Call of Duty. They hailed hate on Ghost, but Infinite Noob Tubes on MW2 was the most overpowered and overused broken thing, yet everyone still seems to love that Call of Duty. So it just goes to show, any Call of Duty can be anyone's favorite, just depends what they enjoy. Anyway, that's pretty much all for today, guys. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, remember to smack that like button, and if you're not subscribed, hit that one too. Thanks, guys.